It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and our focus goes to Jalen Johnson. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Bears and the Saints on Monday night.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 16 carries, 68 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Holding, offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Sliding through, and he's got space. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Traylon Burks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The numbers for Smith a week ago: 3 catches, 64 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because they'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And some space here. Past the 20. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everybody say, hey, you'll get them next time. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up fourth. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They got his man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on third and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting them to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a give up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on the punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pulled in at the 24. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they're wanting to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Holding offense.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Here's Presley Harvin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now here's Trenton Gill now. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Second and 13. He gets this one to Burks. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Leonard Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They're going to look to throw. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throwing catch right there. So far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw again. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. He'll look to throw. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will tie things at 17 all. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. Dak Prescott strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Tua Tagovailoa, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown catch in the victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. He'll look to set up his blockers. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He'll try. arm here on second down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
To know these runs individually, that's it.
3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Peyton Turner, his 2nd sack of the night. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try to play free and natural.
2nd and 4. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Kamara up the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. On the out route, he's got Burks. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now. As he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch, good enough for a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down, they'll run it here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Saints will have the football back.
How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Back to throw now on first down.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Defense.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll set up to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Roquan Smith coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here we go with Kamara. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bears, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.